Assalamu alaikum. Today I would like to continue a subject that I have started in the past, previous video, and I would like to discuss about mistakes and errors of the religions of the world. Mainly, of course, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. As we know, for centuries, since these religions came to the earth, there were so much of fight, so many conflicts, so many wars, so many problems related to this division between people, because people were dividing each other on the basis of not only ethnic basis, not only class distinctions or any other, but mainly on religion basis. And as we know that there were so much of hate towards one religion to another. That's why people were having amongst each other, they had so many problems, and it is still going on today, unfortunately. As we can see that Muslims, the Islam being the last religion, suffered the most. Of course, first of all, what comes to mind, in our memory, when Pakistan took independence in 48, there was 47, 48, there was a conflict between Hindu and others of Hindustan at that time, which moved to India, the name of the country I'm talking about. So, and Muslims who moved towards Pakistan. There were 1 million people who died during this process. And there was also that many people died during Pakistan and Bangladesh conflict. As well as we can see today, Palestine is suffering because of Israel. So much of genocide, so many conflicts are going on also from the same period, 47, 48, when Israel started its aggression. I mean, they came to that land and aggression started. So we can see that no matter what kind of religion, in fact, before that in Palestine, I should mention also that there was so many conflicts on Palestine land between Christianity and Islam. Being new religion, Islam was not accepted by them, and they wanted to have that kind of they had superiority complex, and that's why they wanted to stay there in Palestine as the main religion. That's why, again, there were that many conflicts. And of course, as we can see today, all these problems are still going on. That is why so much of suffering on earth, so many problems. Famine in Sudan or Somali. There are also problems related to the conflict amongst the ethnical conflicts. It's of course mainly created by outsiders, not within the country itself. Usually, it is like that. So as we can see that the human history is full of conflicts and problems and wars related to religion, on the basis of religion. Why there was so much of hate? Why there was so much of division? Who did this and why? I have to tell you that all this, since religions were coming on earth, and even before that, they were, as I said, this land, this earth of us were conquered by dark forces. There were many groups of dark forces who tried to control this land. They wanted to utilize and manipulate people's resources, human resources that on earth. First of all, energy of people, and of course, use people as slaves for their benefits. And I can talk about it for hours, what they did to people. But I wouldn't like today discuss about that. If you have any questions, you can put them under my video. So what happened is that this particularly when Dajjal came, I explained to you last time who is Dajjal, who was his nature, where he came from. And so when he came, his major objective was to bring lie, deception, and injustice. These two major subjects that he's taken as main area of his workshop, I would say so. And what did he do? He just brought into every religion so many far from truth facts and the facts and happenings that's supposed to happen, or supposed to be taken for consideration, or supposed to be fulfilled by people. So all this were wrong, and so much of deception and lie that he has been he's been introducing, such as, for example, that Hazrat Isa alayhi salam was God, or son of God, and he is also God, Lord. And today, many people pray to Isa Payghambar instead of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And likewise, there were so many other mistakes. And in fact, these errors also unfortunately came to Islam due to Zionists who traveled to Saudi Arabia. And we know about Wahhabism or any other sects that have also introduced, unfortunately, some kind of ideas that were far away from reality, from truth that Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam brought. So, and in my opinion, for example, if we take Hinduism, I'm sure that somebody came to that, because 124,000 messengers came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And of course, I'm sure that amongst them there was some people who came to such vast and beautiful country called India. And I'm sure that these people, they introduced true faith. It's quite possible that Krishna, Vishnu, Arjuna, or whoever they are God, humans in form of humans that they call today gods, have probably been as messengers. Anyhow, unfortunately, it was misunderstood, and in today's world, they even accept the rats or cows or monkeys as gods, as their gods. And of course, this is a huge mistake what they do. And I'm sure that this mistake was also introduced to them by dark forces, particularly by Dajjal and before Dajjal, because these religions are very old. That's why I'm sure that there were some other a group of dark forces, and I can tell you who they are actually right now, but it will take time while I will start to explain all that. So just in one form, because they're all, Dajjal also, he's also belongs to dark forces. That's why they were all working together. They were all together, and I can assure you that this kind of wrong faith was brought to them by these dark forces. That's why, for example, Hindus today fighting against Muslims. There are thousands and thousands of people are suffering. They're dying. They've been beaten. Their houses and businesses were burned. It is horrible to see it in the internet, on news, TV. It is all very horrible to even look at. That's why, of course, we have to understand that these sort of things, including, like, for example, in the case of Christianity, there are they pray to the Spirit, to God, to Son of God, and it's absolutely a mess. And when they're talking about religion, especially some of the sects, because today in Christianity they have over 5,000 sects, and every sect considers their own vision of their faith and of their religion rather. And today, of course, Christianity in everybody's eyes, it's first of all business. It's like big corporation, with only one idea, to just make money. And that's why they go with missions to other countries to bring more money, to collect more money, and they also divide people, unfortunately, amongst each other. And again, this is not because Christians are bad people, okay? And I'm not saying that Hindus are bad people. Nobody is bad. I'm not saying about bad people or good people. I'm talking about the why it happened. It happened because of deception of dark forces, particularly of Dajjal. He did a lot of this kind of discrepancies, lies, and he brought lots of lies and things that are far from the truth. And people just followed quietly, by believing, from father to son to believe father believed to his father, and it's going on from generation to generation. And finally, people understood that they have to just follow this kind of religion without any question. But actually, people being enslaved, and this kind of slavery is not to be accepted anymore. And whatever religion is on the earth today, they bring element of destruction, element of misunderstanding, because some of the things of today, I mean, be it visual, for example, there's some kind of dressing up, or for example, some dogmas that are different from others. So it is not acceptable by majority, for example. If it is not acceptable by majority, of course, they will not accept it because they still believe that they're enslaved to that particular faith or religion that they follow. You see? So we are actually today in such condition when every individual has to finally release that slavery and start living free, absolutely free. The spirit has to be free, soul has to be free, mind has to be free, free from all religions for that matter. Why? Because every religion has been brought to this earth. Why 124,000 messengers? Only to serve them until such moment that have come right now. Because Zaman Akhira has come now. Now this epoch is finishing. It is just, I would say, last days of this last epoch. It's going, it's finishing, it's gone. Now what we're passing through is that little period of Zaman Akhira that was described very clearly in all holy books, including Quran, of course. It was clearly described what is going to happen. You people can read it, can understand it. That has come. And today you can observe it in different countries of the world, especially in countries like Brasilia, Venezuela, Costa Rica, especially all that Southern America today is gone through a very severe earthquake. And what was happening, you can see it today on internet, and what was happening in Indonesia also, and what is happening now in the West, how everything is burning, how water is just disappearing, and all that natural calamities that are taking place is going to take place more and more active, more and more in more places of the, geographical locations. So you have to be fully prepared to that time because it may happen anytime, any moment. So you have to be very considerate and very accurate in your faith, in your connections with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because you understand that He is the only one who can save us, who can, the salvage is arranged only by Him through the faith. And that is why I would remind you over here that it is still not late to come to the straight path, to see the light, to follow the light, and have pure heart, because pure heart is the main objective, main criteria of the faith, your relationships with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He can see very clearly if there is a person with double standards, or a person is lying, or a person is very lethargic, is not interested but has to come for namaz, for example, or whatsoever. In any case, whatever you do, whatever you address Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with your thanks, or with your asking about your forgiveness, in any case, you have to be having pure heart. So you have to be free from whatever deeds you do or did in the past that are sinful, and only then approach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with pure heart. So in any case, you have to continue, you have to carry on with that, because Zaman Akhira has come, and last day before this epoch is finishing is now approaching us. And as I said, and Imam Mahdi is coming, and he's already obviously here, but it is not very well understood and accepted yet, but it will be very well understood, and very soon it will be. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will, of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will show everybody everything. And Hazrat Salih wassalam is also coming, so it will be also seen for everybody. Life will be completely changed. So now what I would advise you, since we now, like I said, all religions are now ending up over here. They're coming up, actually they've been created till such moment that now we're facing. Because after that, because in new era, there will be no religion. Why Hazrat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was the last messenger? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran that he's like stamp, he's like last messenger and prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because after that there will be one faith, no religion, one faith for all. So people on earth will live with no divisions, no deceptions, no injustice, no discrimination on the basis of religion, ethnic belonging, or caste, or social, for example, rich or poor, or racial, or any other, for whatever whatsoever. There will be no division at all. People will not be divided anymore, to such extent that there will be only one language on earth. People will speak one language. People will have only one faith. People will have only one prayer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will show us what kind of prayer it is going to be. Later on we will find out. And all people on earth will pray only one prayer altogether. I mean, there will be no difference in language, in the way of praying will take place. So there will be absolutely perfect world where each and every individual will have opportunity to create, to live freely. There will be no any obligation towards government, towards some kind of social, family, or sometimes in some nations they have the division between themselves even. For example, different states of the country and different laws of the country. These kind of small divisions or ethnical, within the nation, ethnical divisions, they'll stop completely. Stop completely. There'll be no feudalism. There'll be no slavery or communism or capitalism or socialism whatsoever. There'll be nothing like that. It will be absolutely free society. Yes, there will be initially, especially, there will be a certain form of not control, because there'll be no control. There'll be no manipulations. There'll be no kind of police or forces that will be all the time hovering over people's heads. There'll be no things like that. But or taxes, past taxes, and things like that. There'll be absolutely different form of management. Absolutely free form of management, where every individual will be feeling absolutely happy, kind with each other, kind with themselves, and the environment will be absolutely new, and there will be no any obligations related to societal or political or economic or any other form of dependence. There will be no dependence. People will be independent and free. Anyhow, if you have any questions, you can ask, and I can give you answer as much as I could under my video. So you can ask me any questions you want. If you need any help, I can also provide you as much as I could, because being chosen one, of course, I have direct relations with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every day, and I do provide help, sometimes myself through my advice, sometimes with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if you need any help, you just let me know, and I will let you know how to communicate. Because in case if you don't have any interest in that, then I will not let you, I will not give you any details. In any case, it is not monologue, it is dialogue. So you can ask any questions or ask for any help if you need to. But just please remember, there will be no divisions. So from now on, start thinking straight about it. Be serious about it, because there will be. I'm sure that some people from India or any other countries, I noticed that there are other countries, not only Pakistan or Bangladesh, are watching me, many other countries. So I would like to tell you all that please stop dividing each other. You are citizens of your country. So please respect each other. Please live in solidarity, in mutual respect and mutual love with each other as human beings. And try to make as much as possible efforts to be close to your Creator, to Almighty Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And try to do as much good things to each other as you can. Just whenever you see somebody who needs help, please do it. And even just smile. If you don't have money to help, just smile. Even that is already good sadaqah, already good charity for those who in need. Because there are lots of people today who need help, who are having difficult times, who are having troubles. So if you will be helping each other, if you will be supporting each other with at least utmost, some kind of small thing at least, but whatever you could, I'm sure that world will become brighter and better place to live. And tomorrow will start much faster and earlier than it could have been. Because, like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, in 25,000 years, once only portal is opening for the civilizations in the planet, not only in our galactics, but all over the universe, when different civilizations, they can communicate, as well as any kind of changes are required could be done within that period while portal is open. The moment portal is closed, finished, then we can't do anything. But of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there to control this moment, but we should, as quickly as possible, organize ourselves as human beings, organize ourselves and direct ourselves towards pure future, with our pure faith towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All of us, only one faith. Let it be 8 billion or 10 billion or 20 billion, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many people live. The faith will be one for all. Remember. That's why remember and prepare yourself now. Stop fighting with each other. And I hope that somebody from Israel is watching me right now, so that this word will be spread further. Because this should stop immediately. Any kind of genocide, any kind of conflicts today, absolutely should stop. Absolutely should stop. Ukraine, Israel, whatever conflicts are going on, any kind of depressions, any kind of oppressions, any kind of governments that are trying to take authoritative or totalitarian kind of regimes down on themselves, trying to dictate the terms, that should completely stop. Because we're coming to the line which very, very thin, and anybody who is unaware can fall into that and never come back. You know, down on the earth, we have 9,500 kilometers down, and after 9,500 kilometers down, there is a huge fire. So I hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will save all of us from that fire. So I'm smiling, but it is actually serious. I just hope that none of you will get there. And I pray that all the good hearts, kind, soft hearts that are watching me, souls that are very pure, I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for Him to bless you. And believe me, because I'm the only one chosen who left after all the trials and tribulations that I've gone through during my 5 years of trial period as chosen one. And 144,000 people could not pass through these tests. That is why today I have been taken to that level where I can directly speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and directly received His instructions. And of course, whoever I am communicating to right now, for example, when I speak to you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching, listening, and He's very well aware of each and every of you. And whatever you write, whatever you think, whatever you say, He's very well aware of it. And I always approach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please, all these kind people who come to me to watch, who say good things from their hearts, sincerely say something good, please do provide them with your blessings, do help them, please do everything possible what they want. I mean, do something for them that they want. So, because there are so many people, I'm sure that amongst you also there are that many people who face some issues and problems every day that it's difficult to carry on the shoulders. That's why I told you that you can share with me. I can help you as much as I could. If there is something personal, I can help you too, as much as I could. But of course, something superficial. I mean, some things like some people write sometimes to me that, for example, would I be able to return credits to the bank, or can I find a job, or things like that. This is, of course, it's your job. I mean, it is something that you people have to do yourselves, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God helps those who help themselves. That's why, of course, you have to do your best to improve your life. But I'm talking about some severe conditions, some difficult conditions of human life, and sometimes with family members, loved ones suffering. So I'm talking about that. Or some people don't understand what's going on, and they would like to receive some knowledge about themselves personally. Is there something wrong with me because this and that is happening? Things like that, some problems of personal matter. So for today, that's all. If you if you would like to find out about some particular subjects, you can also write about that I explained to you, and I will try to provide you more details about the subjects that you are interested in. Okay? Until then, have a nice time. I wish you all the best. See you next time.